And the hits just keep coming, it would seem. After the latest Dragon Ball trailer for Sparking Zero, what could we have expected more of than a brand new trailer here once again, topped off with an exclusive look from one of the development staff as well, working on the game directly. At last now, guys, we have the opportunity to have some of our wishes granted here now fully, thanks to this trailer, which goes in depth and reveals a ton of new characters here for the roster for the upcoming Dragon Ball Sparking Zero game here. I couldn't help but wonder and figure, what the heck, why don't I throw my 2 cents in regarding this new set of trailers here and footage to go over not just the characters that have been revealed here, every series of Dragon Ball, however, for some odd reason, Dragon Ball GT, but perhaps even in due time we'll be getting a trailer hopefully themed around GT itself to get some real love for the GT cast of characters here and put any sort of questions regarding them to rest, returning here to the roster for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This Speed vs. Power trailer is one that I feel is a very good indicator of what's to come regarding not just the character modeling and the graphics and the animations here, but also the environments. I mean, look at these stages here. These effects are just absolutely insane, guys. This is looking to be truly one of the best Dragon Ball games, bar none, to have ever been created here. This is something that's going to be honestly really, really special. I mean, look at this. You got Super Saiyan Kale in her Berserk form fighting against Broly in his full power form as well, with all these unique interactions between Hit and Broly and whatnot. This game is going to be one gigantic love letter here to fans from all different eras of Dragon Ball. So whether you're an OG fan, a Z fan, a GT fan, and also, of course, a Super fan as well, irregardless of whatever part of the series you initially grew up with here, there's going to be something for you. And to make this truly a fan's dream come true in regards to a 3D arena style Dragon Ball game. And also to top it all off, of course, being a basically direct successor to Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which is also one of yours truly's favorite Dragon Ball fighting games, next to, of course, Budokai 3. So then, before we dive right into this video then and explore all the gameplay we now have revealed to us, if you guys like what you see from this video and want to see what else I got going on, then be sure to give this video a like and also comment your favorite moment from this as well. In addition, also subscribe if you want to be up to date on everything that I think here regarding Sparking Zero's development, and just in general, any other anime games that happen to, well, catch my eye. So then as we go through here and go over this exclusive gameplay pitting both Goku and Vegeta against each other here, the eternal rivals, you could say, of the franchise. Now this animation here, these intro poses, are completely brand new. These are not recycled at all. These are not rehashed in any sort of way. This is all brand new original footage here. Now, as a small disclaimer, this is of course still under development at this time, at least to my current knowledge here anyway. So take with that what you will, but for what this is, I mean, look at this, guys. This is absolutely fantastic. This is honestly quite beautiful. Look at this speed. You guys thought Tenkaichi 3 was fast? Or even some of the Budokai games? Heck no. This is a whole another level here. And I'm not just talking about levels of Super Saiyan in terms of the forms and characters that we now have available to us. With this game, upon release, oh no, 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 no. This is going to be a whole different ball game. And by that I mean, this is going to be a whole new renaissance for the Dragon Ball games. And also, of course, for the Tenkaichi series as well. My hype for this game is increasing with every single trailer that we happen to have dropped here, and any sort of breadcrumbs that we get revealed to us along the way, whether it's just details from an article or random scans of new characters from the Shonen Jump magazines in Japan that get translated then into English. Anything I can get regarding this game, I just want more. I want to find out more about this game and just see more footage of it. Like, look at this, Goku transforming now into Super Saiyan Blue. And look at that majestic aura. That is just, chef's kiss right there. Pure joy. This really gives the Budokai Tenkaichi feels for sure. I know for me, this definitely brings it back. All the BT3 vibes of being able to fly around the stage and just destroy everything in your path on your quest to, well, dominate your opponent here and be the victor. Oh wow, that looked like a new move there to be able to deflect blasts like that. That was cool. That was something that was not ever available to players in the Tenkaichi series originally. I believe it might have been from the Raging Blast games, but I'm honestly not too familiar with those, so I couldn't really tell you. But yeah, so anyway though, going over this gameplay here, this is just absolutely amazing. I know, I'm gushing over it, but can you blame me though? This looks really, really impressive. Whatever stage of the build this is here for this game, I'm not exactly sure whether it's like alpha stage, beta stage, or whatnot. Irregardless of all that, this looks absolutely awesome, guys. And like I said, I'm just chomping at the bits here to get any kind of other trailers or information regarding the characters. Oh snap, look at this. That was an epic Kamehameha. Oh, is that what I think it is? No way. Alright, look at that. Beam clashes are finally back. That's cool. That has me sold on that. At least now I don't have to worry about that feature not being available in this game. Yeah, it's really not a Dragon Ball game without beam clashes there. Whether the attacks just happen to collide and then sort of cancel each other out, or giving the player here some time to put in any kind of input like that to really turn the blast back on the opponent and have it blow up literally in their face. That's always just so gratifying to feel. And all that excess damage then from the blast radius, sending them backward there and exploding in the cloud of their aura there from the blast with that attack. It's just absolutely epic to witness. And all these effects too, like these particle effects right there, going back and forth with the camera, panning it between Goku and Vegeta there. I can already tell this is going to be absolutely amazing, guys. I know I probably said that way too many times already. I do apologize about that, but I can't help it here. This is like my dream Dragon Ball Tenkaichi game finally come to life. After all these years of waiting, it's finally going to be here. It's finally going to be a reality. And we're, like I said, of course, again, going to be able to relive all these classic battles from the show across all hopefully different eras from the Dragon Ball franchise here, as this representative here goes over. But also included was the trailer that I showed off earlier there at the beginning to you guys there, featuring Trunks and Hit and Super Broly and Kale and Master Roshi and all the other characters as well that are both returning and brand new. Every time we see this game, it just keeps getting better, and I really hope that this continues with future trailers to follow here. And look at this as well then. Not to go too off topic, but with this gameplay here, so we can do a lot of other different maneuvers here to really outsmart our opponent. And not just, you know, spam them with ki blasts or kamehamehas or any sort of signature technique here. Yeah, so this is what's known as the skill count then. That looks like a really neat ability. Also the revenge counter as well. I really like these new features here that they are adding and implementing into the game. So giving like a counterattack sort of feature there. I feel like personally that's going to really help balance things out. So that way gameplay is not completely one-sided in terms of, oh, well, who has the strongest level of power for their transformation? They're just going to win the fight automatically. No, it's going to be more about skill and not just brute force and charging your way in head first here into a battle and just seemingly overwhelming your opponents here. So for what this is, and also the ability to transform in the middle of battle, I love that that's returning as well. I always kind of figured that that would happen, but it's glad to see it finally in action as like a direct visual confirmation of that. One thing though I do hope returns as well here that has not been shown off at all in any capacity here so far is going to be, of course, the local multiplayer. I know there was a small statement made, I think, a few months back regarding this feature that there aren't any real plans to focus on that aspect, and the game is going to be more geared toward online player versus player interactions. But for me, this is one thing that cannot be left out. I get if it has to be delayed and possibly put in at a later given time, or even, heck, delay the entire game if you have to, if that means that we get local multiplayer. But to not have any real plans to have one of the most important modes that has made the Budokai Tenkaichi series what it is today, and the regard it has among the fan base and community still after all these years, is a telltale sign that this feature needs to be included. in one way or another. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I hate to say it here, guys, and be, a downer of sorts, but if this game doesn't end up having any sort of local multiplayer to it, even after launch, then I'm sorry, but I might not actually pick this up. I know that's a shocker, but for what it's worth, that's going to make or break this entire game for me. Because if I can't have my friends come over and we just hang out on like a Friday night and relax and unwind, from the long week and whatnot, and be able to game together on the couch like the good old days, then quite frankly, what's the point of it all? We shouldn't have to buy 2 copies of the game, one for each of us then, and a console or a gaming PC just to be able to play one single game together, when it should have had local multiplayer in the first place to begin with. It just doesn't make any sense logically also, as that being one of the most popular modes since the very first Budokai Tenkaichi game was developed and released. It's always been a staple of the series. It's always been a tried and true staple of the series here, and I feel like it deserves to be included because it's a part of the legacy here to make it memorable, to make it, nostalgic for people playing together in the same room, creating those memories in real time together. That's what it's all about here. Hey, I'm not a game developer though. I don't know all the ins and outs of the industry and how it works. I really don't, and that's okay. At the end of the day though, I really want to love Sparking Zero in every way imaginable and just be able to have full confidence with my decision here as a buyer and as a consumer here for this game and of this product. So hopefully though, Bandai Namco will add local multiplayer if we rally enough and hopefully ask enough in a way that gets their attention properly. Those are just my 2 cents though regarding that little concern. But with that aside, if that gets added in, then this will truly be the best, and I mean the best, Budokai Tenkaichi game ever. And that's including 3. Obviously, of course, with mods and all that, you can only go so far with that regard to upgrading these older games to make them look better than what they were back in the day. It's just the nature of things, as it were. That's just my 2 cents, though. I hope, though, that all in all, you guys have enjoyed this video, though, from me covering the latest news here and trailers for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And so then, if you guys enjoy this content, be sure as always to let me know what you think about this and then some down below in the comment section. And let's get chatting a while about Dragon Ball here. All things from the original to Super and even further beyond. So then everybody, I've been your host for today, Azure, and I'm signing off. Be sure though to keep it tuned right here though for all this, and I'll be sure to catch you guys all in my next video on the flip side.
Before my power! I'll show you the horrors of hell.